my name is Rahul Nasseir from Kirby Motor Racing Implement. Today we're going to be going through a hot lap around Knockhill. Car we're using is the 2020 Cooper Leone Competizione. This is also a part of round 3 of the CMRC TCR single make series. If you want to get in on the action, a link is in the description down below to join our Discord, and we will get you all hooked up from there. On board now with Sander van Leeuwen here. Coming into turn 1, breaking down into third gear for that right-hander, and then running over the curve for the left-hander, now breaking down for the next right-hander here. Second gear, good exit around there. Tricky opening lap here, coming up to the uphill chicane, keeping it in third gear. Now onto Brabham straight, fourth gear, but breaking down into third gear for Clarke. And now onto Railway straight. All you're doing now is maximizing your gears and getting ready for the final hairpin. Very tricky, though. Taylor's coming up now, breaking it down into second gear. It's uphill, so you want to get really close to that apex to maximize your exit. And now it's a mad dash to the line. And that will be a very quick time of a 51.98.
wired. When I close my eyes, disconnected and tired. I see but I made it right. You came begging day and night. I don't wanna hit the bottom. Don't go out of your state of mind. I've been counting 1 to 10. I'll be back when you be dim. With my music again and again. I see, yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. I see, yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. And I know you keep asking me. Flames and fire, I know you are done with me. It's just fired. I see you go down, yeah, I see you go down. I see you go down, yeah, I see you just fired.
Just gonna turn up the car volume here. The fly here. All right, sweet. All right. Alright, so just waiting for the couple drivers to join into the server. Welcome along out. Should be a great event out here. 20 minutes left to go into the session. Just currently fixing up a couple audio stuff in here and there. So if you didn't hear any commentary, don't worry. You didn't miss a single thing. You're just doing some bit of audio checks just to make sure everything is good to go. Welcome along out. I do see Tavar Clarke into the chat saying, "Let's go racing." We have 6 people watching the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, as we have a couple more drivers to join up to the server here. Just doing some last bit of audio checks just to make sure everything is spick and span, ready to go. So yeah, don't worry if you can't hear certain sounds into the stream. As yeah, we're just currently working at that one step at a time here. Just making sure everything's good. As yeah, we're just currently working at that one step at a time. Just making sure everything's good. All right. Let me know in the chat if the audio levels are good to go. But yeah, 9 drivers currently on the server right now. If you guys are new to CMRSC, welcome. We have a very exciting show for you guys here today. It'll be a good one, I'll tell you guys that much. If you are new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live and when we post out videos, as every Friday night we post out Hot Lap Fridays, where we take a look at some of the drivers, take a look at how they do their hot laps, do a full commentary lap on them, and if you want to go replicate it for yourself, you can. Setups are not included. A lot of these drivers want to keep everything to themselves as much as possible, because with these cars, it's all about setup. You gotta set the car up correctly. A lot of these drivers are getting it right, and a lot of these drivers not so much. Let's take a look at the standings. We showed them on the stream, but we did not talk about them. So let's do that. All right. Taking a look at our standings now. we have Sander van Leeuwen, which I don't think he'll be joining us today. He has 84 points. Santiago Rosenzweig, 80 points. I do believe he will be racing, so this will affect the series, the championship, a lot. If we do not see Sander van Leeuwen. Oswyne Wilson in third. Very, very great performance out last week. Let's ignore the little incident he had with the final 2 laps in race 2 there. But 51 points. Tavar Clarke, very, very strong performance by him. He's working with 36 points. Lewis Piper with 35 points. Kevin Ospina with 27 points. Martin Webster with 24 points. Alexander with 22 points. Marlon Younge with 21 points. Dylan Morantz with 14 points. Demario Hines with 12 points. Definitely looking to improve from there. 6 points goes to Lance Nasseir. 4 points goes to Kurt Moss. 4 points goes to Martin Toth as well. 3 points goes to Curtis Gregory. We will not be seeing him here today. 2 points goes to Kayle. 1 point goes to Alejandro Rodríguez, and that rounds out your points as everyone else has scored a whopping total of 0 points. Heading back onto the track here now. Fastest time so far is Martin Webster with a 50. I take that back. Oswyne Wilson with the fastest time of a 52.436. If you haven't noticed already, we got a new graphic on the screen, which will let you know the fastest lap. I know we used to have our own kind of thing. But yeah, now we have one that kind of looks a little bit familiar to another motorsport out there. All right. We showed the lap earlier. We're going to show the lap once again. This is Sander van Leeuwen's hot lap around Knockhill. Enjoy. My name is Rahul Nasseir from Kirby Motor Racing Simple, and today we're going to be going through a hot lap around Knockhill. Car we're using is the 2020 Cooper Leone Competizione. This is also a part of round 3 of the CMRC TCR Single Make Series. If you want to get in on the action, a link is in the description down below to join our Discord, and we will get you all hooked up from there. On board now with Sander van Leeuwen here. Coming into turn 1, breaking down into third gear for that right-hander, and then running over the curve for the left-hander, now breaking down for the next right-hander here. Second gear, good exit around there. Tricky opening lap here, coming up to the uphill chicane, keeping it in third gear. Now on to Brabham straight, fourth gear, but breaking down into third gear for Clarke. And now on to Railway straight. All you're doing now is maximizing your gears and getting ready for the final hairpin. Very tricky though. Taylor's coming up now, breaking it down into second gear. It's uphill, so you want to get really close to that apex to maximize your exit. And now it's a mad dash to the line. And that will be a very quick time of a 51.98. Very, very, very quick lap out there. Sander, always one of the quickest drivers out here. Winner of the 2022 DTM Championship. We have the in-game audio is overlapping the hot lap. Oh yeah, that is, I know that. $11 minutes left to go into the session. We are definitely looking at a handful of more drivers to join into the server. A handful of drivers into the live chat. We'll take a level. Let's talk to them a little later. About 11 minutes left to go into this session. Really excited. Let's see if we can have a little sneak peek at the other graphics we have planned for this race. No, we do not. Not just yet. But once the race does start, we do have our new battle graphic where we should be seeing the individual gaps of the certain drivers in battles. It's a brand new graphic, so yeah. We have Tavar Clarke saying, Curtis, get on track. I don't believe Curtis is near his sim right now. 9 people watching the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. 11 people, actually. If you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 100 subscribers. Help out the cause. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the stream, put on that notification bell so you know every time we go live. If you want to support us furthermore, follow us on our social media. Instagram and Facebook is in the description down below. And if you are a racer yourself, make sure to join that Discord. We will get you all set up and getting ready, as we have one more race left to go after this one. We are going to Goldenport in China. A lot of drivers, not really knowing the track, but Goldenport in China, very, very, very underrated. Very, very, very exciting, and can't wait to go there next week. As we have Kevin Ospina here. Let's actually turn off the auto camera here, as this car, made by Kevin, beautiful red. Let's go around a lap with him here. Number 42, there he goes. We have Santiago Rosenzweig also into the server. Engine management unit. We see on the car there. Ooh. Yeah, a little bit spicy on these sausage curbs there. We have Curtis saying in chat, I'm in Baltimore. I really want to race this one. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a crazy race. We got Marlon Younge in the chat. Marlon, will you be making it, sir? Might be close if we could see Marlon Younge. Not too sure. You're disappointing your fans. You have your rival, Oswyne Wilson, who's definitely on track, I believe. Well, he's in the... Yeah, he actually is. He's at the top of the sheets. So we're going to talk to the guys in just a moment here. We have 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go into the session. We still have the likes of Sebastian Palmer to join, one of our newest members from Team Jamaica. Will we be seeing his debut race today? Who knows? But if he does, he will be he'll be crowned the youngest driver to have ever stepped foot in CMRC. Yep, some fast drivers indeed. A lot of fast drivers. So yeah, Sander, who will sadly not be joining us this evening, will be here next week for Goldenport for the finale of TCR EurAsia. Where do we go from here, you say? After TCR EurAsia, we go into the second official CMRSC championship. The first official championship, we had DTM. Our second will be IndyCar. Yes, IndyCar. We have a combination of road courses, street tracks, and the famous return of ovals. And the one confirmed oval being our official Indianapolis 500 virtual. Our first virtual being the Daytona 500 for the year. Our second official oval, where it's kind of like an open join in, will be the Indy 500. A lot of drivers are excited for that one. But yeah, one other oval yet to be announced. 2 road courses, 1 street track, and the potential of 1 more track to be added to the calendar, making it a whopping 6 races. We will also be running the IndyCar point system as well, so honestly just cannot wait for that. That is going to be a spectacular set of races to witness. And yeah, if you guys don't have the equipment, yeah, do get yourself the equipment. And get yourself in the sim racing scene if you haven't already. Gonna look at some of the other guys. We have Santiago Rosenzweig. Let's actually go in car with him. Let's actually see what he's doing. Santiago. Let's find him on track here. Here we have Rahul Nasseir onto the track right now. We have Tavar Clarke into the pits. Oswyne Wilson also into the pits. Marlon Younge. Sorry, Martin Webster. Isaac Nielsen, our newest member. Danny Nasir is coming out on track. There's the man. Santiago. Rosenzweig out here. Double O's. We have a question in the chat. How can I get on these championships? So it is honestly as simple as just letting us know. Make sure you are in our Discord server. That is the first one. That is mandatory to be in our Discord. And it is as easy as just shouting me with a DM. And I will add you to the list of competitors. And yeah, from there, we'll get your Steam GUID so you're able to join up the server here. And yeah, you'll obviously know when all our servers go out live. So just going to send a quick little announcement into the server to let all the drivers know they should be in the Discord chat, as we'll talk to them just before the start of qualifying. Four minutes left to go into the session. Santiago Rosenzweig puts it on top with a 52.137. We also have some new graphics here, as you just saw the fastest lap. We also have our new battle graphic that we'll be seeing in the race. Cannot wait to share that with you guys. But yeah, we are very close to the begin our series of events here today. We have two races for you. 20 laps, the second race being a reverse grid, a full reverse grid. So all these drivers having a chance to fight for glory. It's all to play for. Just gonna do one more audio check here of events here today. We have two races for you, 20 laps. All right, cool. We are all good with that. Really excited for this one. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as it will help us a lot as we are on the hunt for 100 subscribers. So yeah, IndyCar will be in May. What's after IndyCar? Our next virtual event coming in very, very quickly, the Le Mans Virtual. 2.4 hours, not 24 hours. 2.4 hours. It would not be a good stream if it's 24 hours, I'll tell you that much. Maybe good racing. Ooh! Oswyne Wilson getting the rear slidey with these front wheel drives. We also have Kevin Ospina in his beautiful red Cupra Leon Competizione. Good camera shot there. Helicopter shot, I should say. So yeah, we have our 2.4 hour Le Mans Virtual, which we will be doing a single make. All the virtual events are a single make, so it gives everyone a good chance. It is our crown jewels, our virtual events. Our virtual events are basically when real life events go down. We have a real event. So for example, the Daytona 500 earlier this year for NASCAR, that is what we had. We will not be doing Talladega, as Talladega is tomorrow on NASCAR for the Cup Series. We won't be doing a Talladega virtual, but Talladega will be coming soon to these guys later in the year when the NASCAR crew comes back for the playoffs. That's when we'll be seeing that again. And yes, we also have the Indy cars with the Indy 500 virtual, Le Mans. We have Bathurst with the V8 supercars. So yeah, pretty exciting here. Just gonna give out one more announcement into the Discord chat, as not only I am the commentator here, we are also race directing. So yeah, we're looking at a lot of things as we have 25 seconds left to go into the session. Let's take a look at Tavar Clarke in his livery that's finally working onto the server now. So we'll keep an eye on that. 15 seconds left to go in practice. Let's join the Discord now, as practice is now over, to talk to the guys. Hear what these guys are commenting about in here. And yes, Slush Crasher, Curtis, yeah, we did. It's a great suggestion to make it 2.4. So 2.4 would mean it's 2 hours and 24 minutes. Do more audio check here. Curtis, we all right, cool. All right, so practice now being over. That is Tavar Clarke. Let's actually get one little closer look at this livery here. Number 13, interesting choice for that one there. There we got it. Beautiful purple livery here. Number 13 with Jamaica, with the Jamaican flag in the background there. Beautiful, beautiful car. So yeah, as we now wait for qualifying to begin, let's talk to the guys. All right, welcome out to round number 3 at Knockhill. Just keep in mind in qualifying to make sure you're not coming out the pits when there is someone on a hot lap on the front straights, and be wary of where everyone is, and make sure to keep checking your rearview mirror. Yeah, just go out there, have fun, and I'll talk to you guys before the race.
Rahul, can I mention one thing?
Yep, sure.
Guys, if you know you're not on a lap better in your fastest lap and you see somebody coming up on you fast, just pull over. Don't fight for the spot if you're not on a faster lap, please.
Who is this, Kurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, Kurt. That's no problem.
Okay, thanks.
All right, have a good qualifying. All right, qualifying has begun. Let's find out who is at the front of the queue. It is Oswyne Wilson. Next we have Kevin, I believe. Yep, Kevin Ospina. So yeah, the timing screen does look blank for now. But yeah, we are just waiting for the drivers to put in their laps now. 15 minutes they only have. Might sound like a lot for such a short track, but trust me, this time goes by very quickly. Let's go on the hood camera of... So let's get that roof camera again here. Oswyne Wilson now. Let's see what he can do on track here. First lap. Oh, gets a little bit onto the grass. Might have lost half a tenth there. Over the hill. Now onto Brabham. Taking a little bit too much of the sausage curbs, I think, but now on to Railway Straight. Coming up to Taylor's now, the uphill hairpin. Looks pretty good. Can this be a 52? He's coming up the crest now. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it is Oswyne Wilson. Puts it on provisional pole with a 53-1. Kevin actually puts it in second, but now down to third as Martin Webster is now on provisional pole with a 52.8. Actually, Kevin's lap actually not being registered. Danny Nasseir puts it up into second, beating out Rosenzweig's first time. A lot of drivers still coming out to the pits for their first laps. We have Kevin Ospina into the gravel there. Lance Nasseir on board with Dylan Morant now onto Railway Straight. Let's see what he can do. I think he has Santiago ahead of him. No, that's Tavar Clarke. See what these guys can do now. No, that's Kurt. Kurt Moss puts it into 7th. Dylan Moran puts it into 5th. Pretty good time from him there. That's a 53.5, but he will need to improve. Kevin Ospina right behind him as well. We have Danny Nasseir on track here. Let's see what he can do. Now going up the hill. Very neat and tidy around there. Down Broadbent straight into Clarke now. Takes it in third gear. Onto Railway Straight. Oswyne Wilson puts it on provisional pole with a 52.5. Beating out Martin. But Martin comes back with a 52.3. We have a suggestion here. Can you put the track description app? The track description app is a very big app that would take up the space. I will see if we can put it up here. I don't know how. I know the app is pretty big. I think it just disappeared on my screen here, actually. Where'd it go? Track description. Here we are. Actually, the track description is not allowing me to move it onto the screen, which is extremely weird. There we go. Oh. We got it working now. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, we'll keep it on for now for the qualifying session. As yeah, you can just tell it does abstract the view a little bit. But yeah, we'll keep it on here as we have one of our newcomers here, Isaac Nilsson. Yellow flags around here. I guess just letting through for Kevin Ospina now. Through that uphill chicane. There they go. Looks like we might not be seeing the likes of Sebastian Palmer. Unless he does show up for the reverse geared race. So he will not be making his debut. So Curtis, you are still the youngest driver in iRacing. Martin Todd looks like he will also not be joining us here today. But yeah, Oswyne Wilson back onto the top of the timesheets. 14 thousandths of a second quicker. Can Martin Webster reply? I know Marlon Younge is very happy right now to see his teammate putting the fight to his rival. Oswyne Wilson now fighting for pole. Let's see what he can do. Santiago, very surprised that he has not put in a good lap here. Probably just getting stuck in traffic, I believe. But Oswyne Wilson comes around the final corner now of Taylor's down the front straight. Can he improve on his time? No, he does not. See a couple drivers coming out the pits there. Can we see can we see Martin Webster get on pole? Ah, no, he does not. Not just yet. We have Lance is here getting out the way there. Danny Nasseir putting into the gravel there. Santiago Rosenzweig does put it on provisional pole with a 57.8. Now that was the time I was looking for. Finally into the 51s now goes the Argentine. There he goes, dancing that Cooper Leone on the track there. Beautiful livery by him with his Instagram there. Make sure to follow that up if you haven't already. Down Railway Straight there. Puts it across the line. Can he improve? 51.8. Stays 51.8. Looking down the order, Oswyne Wilson is in the pits. Martin Webster hustling to get another good lap in. See if he can put himself at least on the front row. That would be very good, as Knoxhill, kind of like a Monaco, you can't really pass here. So it is all about qualifying. Dylan Moran puts it into 6th. I believe Kurt Moss there puts it into 9th. Kevin Ospina puts it into P4 with a 52.527 there. Martin Webster does not improve, but he is very close. Ooh, that is actually Santiago.
What's the rule with the chicane? How much can we cut that before it's like a penalty? Both.
The uphill chicane.
Yeah, on the right hand turn.
As long as you have your left 2 wheels on the the blue and white curb, you'll be fine.
Okay. So you can like dip your tires in the grass and you won't get a penalty.
Yeah, but sometimes it's sometimes how you cut it, because even if you do have the 2 tires on your blue and white strip there, sometimes if you get too close to the grass, like you can touch the grass a little bit, but not too much.
Okay.
So that is Dylan Morant there, asking about how much of track's limits he could take as of the uphill chicane. Is very light on penalties. So a lot of drivers, maybe we can see Martin do that. As you can see, there's Martin. He does it there. Basically mounts the curb, and these cars can take that. These front-wheel drives can take the sausage curb, so a lot of these drivers are taking advantage of that. But they cannot go too over the sausage curb, or else they're going to get hit with a cut track penalty, and their lap will be invalid. Martin Webster comes around the final corner now. Can he improve his time? He's coming across the line now. He does improve. Almost 4/10 faster than Oswyne. That final section was blistering. Let's take a look at the timing sheets here. As we see the qualifying timing sheets, you could see 52.2 with Oswyne doing a 52.3. Wow, okay. Martin Webster, big round of applause to you. I know Marlon Younge is somewhere watching the stream, congratulating you on a blistering lap there. Kevin Ospina on board. Coming around the final corner here of Taylor's. Down the front straight. Can he improve on his time? No, he does not. You see him going around now. Let's see how much he is taking this curb here. Really big hop, and that's going to send him all the way down to the gravel. Santiago improves on his time even more with a 51.777. Santiago looks to be comfortable on that pole position there. Provisional, of course. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go into the session now. Can anyone touch Santiago on pole? Like I said, this is basically Monaco, okay? There's barely anywhere to pass. Front straight and back straight are the only places you're going to get alongside someone. If they have a bad exit out of the chicane, you might have a chance, but it is pretty easy to defend from there, as it is very, very difficult to make a move around the outside. We have fixed the smoke issue, so it is not a whole bunch of smoke. As we see Kevin taking a lot of curb, that is definitely going to give him a cut there. Tavar Clarke coming out the pits now. Dylan Morant about to cross the line now. Can he improve on his P7? No, he does not. He stays P7. Danny Nasseir on his outlap. Stephen Pommels puts it in P4. Look how close he is to Oswyne Wilson. It actually looks like Oswyne Wilson has actually come back now. There he is there in P2 now. So Martin Webster. Ooh, there's a bit of a train actually going on back there. Not too sure who that is. Let's actually take a look at that. That is the Swedish man of Isaac and the American of Dylan Morant. Danny Nasseir into the gravel right there. Beautiful camera we have here. We have Marlon Younge into the chat, cheering on his X-Play teammate, Martin Webster. Let's see what he can do here, though, on this lap. There's a lot of drivers should be coming back out on track for their final laps. 15 minutes gone just like that. Across the hill, there he is. He does not improve. No improvement from the other two drivers behind him either. Santiago is on track, though. Looks like to begin his last, looks like 2 hot laps he has in the tank. We shall see. Oswyne Wilson is going to stay into the pits. Yes, he is. So Oswyne Wilson is still in heavy threat of Martin Webster. Will Oswyne Wilson be able to hold that P2? Martin is going to have at least one more lap. Let's actually go on board with Martin Webster here. Onto that roof camera once again. Keep an eye on that timing sheet now, as the last couple of drivers will be completing their last laps, and Rosenzweig does so. 51.692. Has he cleared the barrier, and has he taken pole position? He puts it into the pits. Qualifying is now over. Martin Webster has one shot to take pole position. Ooh, a little bit of a lock up there. Has that affected his time? I do not know. Racing down to the line. He doesn't improve. That is going to be your qualifying. Santiago takes pole position at Knoxhill. Across the line, Kevin goes, but obviously it will not count. Still on track, though. I think he'll be entering the pits now. All right, congratulations, Santiago, Oswyne, and Martin. Good qualifying. And Martin, I saw you were close to that P2. All right, yeah, the countdown to the race should start about now. All I'm going to say is just be very patient. Your best bet is to watch for the mistakes on this track. Definitely at that uphill chicane, so don't try to make any silly dive bombs. Your best bet is just to wait for mistakes and capitalize on them. This track is all about being patient. There's barely any space to keep it side by side on half of these turns. I think someone's microphone is glitching out there.
Mic check.
All good?
Mic check.
Yep, you're good.
It's my mic check.
I can hear you guys all loud and clear.
I think Mike is good.
Yep. Yeah, so just take your time, have a good race.
The usual 5-cut drive-through penalty, right?
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of drive-through on this track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You sound a word, Danny.
And the drivers are now onto the grid.
Yeah, practice and stuff is easy to be caught in, but when you get on the race, that's a whole different story.
Yep.
Welcome along out. It is race time. We are at Knockhill, home of the Scottish motor racing. Knockhill Racing Circuit, home to some of the major events like the BTCC and the Scottish Motor Racing Club, SMRC, don't get them confused with us. Opened up in 1974. Very underrated track as a lot of drivers just go down to England. But Knockhill proving a very, very obstacle course around here for a lot of these drivers. These front wheel cars are going to open their wings around here. We're going to see a lot of good battles as we have 1 minute to lights out. The drivers kind of scattered around the grid here. Let's take a look at that qualifying session. Santiago puts it on pole. Oswyne Wilson, P2. Martin Webster in P3. Pobbles in P4. Moss in P5. Osman on P6. Tavar in P7. Dylan in P8. Danny Nasseir in P9. Isaac, the newcomer, in P10. And P11, to round out your grid, is Lance Nasseir. 34 seconds to go. Let's hear the guys one last time say their final good lucks.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck.
Have a good one. As the music fades out, it is time to get this race number 1 going now. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 lights. And we go racing. Race 1. Santiago leading the bunch now. Keeps the lead. Martin Webster and Oswyne Wilson go off, but Martin jumps and we have a bit of drivers coming off. And a spin. But it is... Oh, it's actually Dylan Morant, who has a horrible flip. We gotta send the medical car out for him, but there is no safety cars. Couple drivers coming up. That's Clarke.
I can't even pause my game. I got punted through the map.
Yeah, you might have to control Alt and Task Manager out the game. I don't think you might be able to exit. But if you come back on track and you keep driving, you will be good for reverse grid pole. So that is Dylan Morant already out. Moves being made. That is Santiago with the fastest lap. What action has happened here? Side by side, we have Isaac and Kevin. Kevin takes a lot of that curb but he goes into 6th position. He has Pommels ahead of him. It's all going down now. Let's actually take off the track description now. But we have Martin Webster, who is under big threat from Oswyne Wilson there. Kurt Moss is not too far behind. He'll be getting on the action as well as Stephen Pommels. In fact, all these guys, all the way down to P8 with Danny Nasseir, are all fighting for that P2 position. But Dylan Moran absolutely having a shocking crash. Actually, now it's our time that we can take a look at the timings between the guys in our live battle time. Brand new here. We're going to check it out between these two drivers here. Big curb cut. He is doing everything that he can to try to get ahead of the Guyanese. 5/6 tenths separate the two drivers. Oswyne having a very good exit. He's on the charge. 5 tenths separate the two. We have a little bit of issues going on at the back. That is Nilsson off. Oswyne now really close. We have Santiago putting in the fastest time. Let's put that there for everyone to see on stream here. There we go.
Excellent, guys. Watch out.
Letting everyone know.
Who's that coming out of the pits, man?
I'll just give you guys a heads up.
Oh, very close now. Oswyne Wilson is going to lose out on some time. Dipping some of his tires into the gravel there. Kurt Moss not too far behind. Let's take a look at between the two. 2 seconds do separate them. You can join the server now, but you're gonna have to stay into the pits as the first race is going on. Let's actually take a look at the rear camera there of Martin Webster. Our closest battle on track right now. Oswyne Wilson desperately trying now. A little bit of lockup. See the type of launch he gets out of here. Is it clean? Is it clean? It is clean. We do see the gap between Martin and Rosenzweig already being 6 seconds. This battle is making Martin lose out on this fight for the lead. But this is very good for the championship. If Martin Webster can keep it where he is right now. We see Palmer joining the session now. If he does get out on track, Curtis, that is your little title missing now. Yeah, Sebastian, just stay into the pit lane. Oh man, this is very close between Oswyne Wilson and Martin Webster there. In car, he's just so close, but like I said, it's all about qualifying around here, and you can now see it is just so difficult to get alongside.
Stay in the corner, Dylan. Stay in the corner. Stay in the corner. Let us go.
Danny Nasseir letting Dylan Morant know because Tavar Clarke is actually right on the bumper. No wonder. Danny Nasseir. Big pressure now. Big lockup, but the over-under. What a move by Tavar Clarke there. Wow. Back up the field now. No move has been done, but the gap has been shortened down to 4 tenths. Oswyne Wilson now, big charge. Now, if these guys can hold each other up more, we will see Kurt Moss, the Jamaican, in this battle as well. Let's see the gap between him. It is 2 seconds, but 2.3 seconds. We know we saw 2.5 seconds.
Don't run in the back of him.
No, I won't. I'm just sitting back here. I'm not gonna pass you. I'm not getting anything. I'm 3 laps down.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there is a point of unlapping yourself.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
All right, taking the role as race director for a second there. Back to this battle here. Trying to figure out where Oswyne Wilson is gaining the most amount of time. It definitely looks like this chicane there. At the top of the hill as Martin makes a mistake. Do they go alongside? They do. Oswyne takes the inside, but takes a little bit of curve and Martin Webster is going to go into the gravel, and he's going to lose that position to Kurt Moss, almost making contact with him as well. Martin Webster losing out 2 positions there. But now it's Moss's turn for the hunt for P2. And Wilson now could spread his wings. He has about 11 laps to try to catch up to Rosenzweig. 7-8 seconds separate the two. But what a battle that was there. Looking down the order right now, Kurt Moss is going to start hustling now. And Martin Webster is now out for blood. Looks like Pommels now is having a little bit of a battle with Kevin Ospina. Right on the bumper of him. Great battle out here now. Let's look in car now. He has a run on him. Is he going to take the outside? He is going to take the outside. They're side by side coming into Taylor's now, the uphill hairpin. Takes it very, very wide, and he's going to lose out on that battle there. Looking down the order, I heard a bit of lockup. That was Mr. Tavar Clarke trying to get in on this battle here. Lance Nasseir out here. A little bit of a lonely P9. Actually, no, he's not. Oh, actually, no, he is. Isaac Nilsson is actually a lap down. Tavar Clarke! Looks like he's just made a move? On Pommels? I'm not too sure. Looks like he has. Or was that Kevin Ospin? I'm not too sure. But he does move up. Kurt Moss, however, going back to our battle chart now, they are under a second. Kurt Moss is flying out there. Looks like Martin has held up Oswyne enough that his tires have gone out, maybe? Or has he been using too much curb? You can see Martin in the background there. Kurt Moss puts a little bit of tires into the gravel, into the sand trap, I should say. That is not going to help his case. He's now a second down. But now lap 11 of 20. Santiago out in front having his own little battle. Could pit for a cup of tea and come back out and still be into the lead there. Kurt Moss, a second and a half. He lost big time on that lap. How far is Martin Webster? He's 2 seconds down as well. Has he made a mistake? But it is Kurt Moss now. He's going to be hustling as he does not have much time to get this position. Let's look back down the order now. That is Tavar Clarke and Kevin Ospina. A second separate these two guys. Look at the damage on the side of Tavar's car. But Tavar is on the charge now, going up the hill. He's very close. 7/10 separate him. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. Actually puts him even closer. Actually go on the hood camera now. Bit of a lag, I presume. Let's actually take a look at the pings now. He is walking with a 32 ping, so it is blipping for him. 1.2 seconds do separate the two drivers there. Looking down the order, Pommels is 5 seconds behind. But Danny Nasseir is 2 seconds behind Pommels. Lance Nasseir actually being 37 seconds down on Danny Nasseir. There's your leader, though. Actually, no, that is P2. There's your leader. Coming across the line now to start lap 14 out of 20. Kurt Moss, coming back down to him, has now put it back under a second. We got two battles to take a look at now. Oswyne Wilson versus Kurt Moss. And Pommels versus Danny Nasseir, which is now 7/10 down. The gap has shortened. Danny Nasseir has reeled him in. What can he do? They're on the back straight now. He actually loses a second. Actually loses a tenth, I should say. Now down to a second. So it looks like Pommels is much quicker onto the straight, as Danny Nasseir has favored that rear wing for turn in for that downforce. Looking back to Kurt Moss now. A little bit of lock up into the rear there. But they come across the line now. They're on lap 15. Kurt Moss still a second down. It looks closer from the outside. Let's see what he's seeing. Let's go driver's eye of Kurt Moss now. They look like they have a driver ahead of him. I don't believe that's Santiago. That could be a lapped car. Let's go back down to Danny Nasseir. He's now a second and a half. He has lost big time. But Kevin Ospina is having a little bit of a fight here with Tavar Clarke. They go around Clarke. They have Lance Nasseir, a blue flag, and they actually go 3 wide around him. That was interesting, I should say. As it looks like Lance Nasseir was trying to go into the corner and had nowhere to go, as he just saw an American on the side of him. But now Tavar Clarke on the charge for P5. Lot of curb there for Kevin Ospina now. He takes it wide. But it looks like Clarke's gonna have to stay right behind him. They go up the hill. Clarke has a better exit. He's gonna get on the inside. Can he get the move done? They make contact. He bumps them off. They both go off. What a fight this is, but Clarke does take the position. Looks like they probably turned into each other. 5/10 now separate the two drivers between Kurt Moss and Oswyne Wilson. Going back to Martin Webster, who lost big time. Looks like he's going to be in trouble, as he has... Actually, no, he does not have Tavar Clarke. They actually separate each other by 12 seconds. Dylan Morant desperately trying to get out the way there. 6/10 do separate the two drivers. Oswyne Wilson and Kurt Moss now almost 7/10. Coming into Taylor's now. Got 3 laps to go. Santiago absolutely dominating this first race here, but will start in last. We hear blue flags, Dylan. A little bit of gravel for Kurt Moss. Goes a little rallying. It does not help his case. Oswyne looks like he may have dipped a tire into that gravel. That gap is now back down to 8/10. Two laps to go now for the leader. And Kurt Moss is running out of time. Oswyne Wilson in prime position for this championship hunt. What action here at Knockhill in Scotland. The fans out who have come to the track as Dylan Miranda's a drive-through for speeding. Oh, Oswyne Wilson takes it into the gravel. Oswyne Wilson squeezes Kurt Moss, but it's no use. He gets ahead of him. And Kurt Moss is going to take P2. What a fight that was. Santiago on the last lap. Oswyne Wilson is on the outside now. Can he tuck it into the inside? They make contact. This is a very, very close battle. Trading positions. Oswyne Wilson has one lap to reclaim P2, and Kurt Moss has to defend. He goes wide, turn one. That is going to compromise him. Goes wide again. What a battle for these two guys. They go up the hill. Oh, Oswyne Wilson takes too much gravel on exit, and Kurt Moss is going to hang on. Rosenzweig, however, rounds out the final corner, and he's going to take win number 1 for race 1. Kurt Moss pulling it together, and he's going to keep himself P2 after a mistake, almost just like last race for Oswyne Wilson, as he had made a mistake in the dying laps in a battle. Oswyne Wilson will take P3. Martin Webster will take P4. Tavar Clarke running out the final corner is going to take P5. He does. Pummels will take P6.
Very sneaky, Kurt. Very sneaky. All right.
And the guys come across the line there.
Yeah,
Sorry for the language there.
And I capitalize on it. That's the only thing you can do on this track. Hope somebody messes up.
Yep. Yeah, that was a really good battle between you guys.
Yeah, that's the same thing happened to me. I got all sideways.
Yeah, good first race. You guys had some great battles out there.
Good race, Oswyne.
Yeah, Dylan, if you're still there, what happened to you? Because I cut to you at the start of the race and you're flipping into Narnia.
Everyone was working in front of me, and then someone hit me from behind.
Oh, and it just spun you out completely that far out?
Yeah, I got in the grass, and yeah, just nothing I could do from that point. I was just a rider.
Oh, man. You carried on, so you should be getting reverse grid if you completed all the laps.
I completed all the laps after being 3 laps down, so I came to the checker flag, if that's what it means.
Yeah, alright, cool.
Just a word of caution, Dylan, and for everybody else. That was a dumb move when you came out to the pit 3 laps per down. You gotta wait until the pit straight is clear before you do that. I lost a few seconds in the body because of that.
I'm not gonna lie, I was coming out and it was clear, and then by the time I get to the first corner, I saw y'all coming over the crest of the hill. And at that point, if I slam on the brakes, I'm gonna ruin y'all race. No, it's not. At that point, there's nothing I could do.
Do you have a map on your screen?
No, I don't.
There's an AC map. If you check the side list of apps, it should be at the very bottom. That will give you a relative area of where everyone is. Because I know it's a hill on. It's basically like a little tiny hill on the front straight.
It's like a blind hill.
Yeah.
You have real time.
Yeah, the
real time map.
Yeah, the real time app. It's also an Assetto Corsa app. That will tell you the gap between yourself and the person ahead and behind.
Yeah, I had that one on.
Okay, yeah. Well, the map will help you a lot, so just keep an eye on that one. But that is
good drive back. Good recovery, Tavar.
And yeah, Tavar does put out a great recovery.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I tried.
1 minute to restart or what?
Yep.
Yeah. 1 minute 10 seconds.
But that is your first race complete. What a race that was. Looking over the results now, we had Santiago absolutely dominating that race. Kurt Moss getting the mistakes from every driver ahead of him and capitalizing. Great result from him. As the server now comes into the reverse grid, race number 2, 20 laps. Some say this is the better race out the two, as it now gives an opportunity for some of the drivers in the back to have a little fight at the front. This is going to be a very, very exciting one, that's for sure. Race 2 always putting out the best kinds of racing. We saw it in Tsukuba, or we saw almost 5 drivers going 3 wide. Trading positions. That is not a place you go 3 wide around anywhere around there. Then we had Modena, which that hosted a plethora of races at especially the reverse grid. That just hosted a plethora of overtakes around there. But yeah.
Alright guys, I'll see the same as I said the last time. Slower guys in front, you guys are fast at the back, so caution, a little bit of patience, and
Stay to the left. Stay to the left of me. I'm up front. Just stay to the left of me.
Just don't make a silly dive bomb in turn 1.
No, I'm not gonna make a dive bomb, but stay to the left.
No, I'm just saying for everyone, don't make any silly dive bombs.
You're in the back, Sebastian, because you didn't complete the race.
Yeah, you didn't complete the race, but we told you to stay into the pit lane.
Who was that?
That was Sebastian. Into the chat there.
Oh.
is he in the race or no?
Yeah, he's in this race. He's at the back of the grid.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Don't drive to anyone, Sebastian.
All right, so 36 seconds before the start of the race. Now, there is your order. Danny Nasseir, Dylan Moran, Lance Nasseir, Martin Webster, Kevin Oswyne, Stephen Pommels, Tavar Clarke, Oswyne Wilson, Curtin Moss, Santiago Rosenzweig, Sebastian Palmer, and Isaac Nilsson. Rounds out your grid, and the music fades one last time as we get ready for round number 3. All right, have a good race. Here we go. It is time for race 2 of the reverse grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. And we go racing. Reverse grid.
Drive-through penalty.
We have a drive-through penalty for Martin Webster. Can it be clean at least into turn 1? No, there's a lot of mistakes coming at the back there. Let's take a look at it quickly. Isaac Nilsson on the lead in his debut race, but Dylan Morant, hot on the charge, dives down the inside. No, actually he's on the outside. No, he's on the inside, yes. But Isaac Nilsson is going to keep that position. We have Kevin Oswyne and Danny Nasseir fighting for P3.
Let me go, Lance. I gotta enter the pits. Left side.
Oh, it's not 3 wide going down there. It is 3 wide. Kevin Oswyne getting very... Oh, there's a lot of contact in the background. A lot of incidents going around there. Isaac Nilsson. Now we can look at also the drivers now. Oh, a very, very violent dive to the inside there. Danny Nasseir right for going around the outside, trying to avoid that much. And Dylan Moran makes a huge mistake, puts him down into 4th, possibly 5th. Oswyne Wilson takes the inside there. He does, gets that move done. Kevin Oswyne now has Isaac in his sight, but Danny Nasseir is right behind him. Santiago makes a move on Lance Nasseir. Pommel's next. Looking down the order, we have some drivers going side by side, I believe. That's Sebastian Palmer trying to take a dive down on Lance Nasseir. Lance Nasseir makes a little bit of a mistake there. Curtin Moss just behind them. He was not able to come up the field with Santiago. Coming back up the field now Kurt Moss actually puts in the fastest lap of the race there, so he's putting down the throttle. Danny Nasseir in a career best of 3rd. Can he keep that? God, just takes a little bit onto the gravel there. Palmer having a little bit of a battle. He's gonna go uphill. A little bit of a cut there, but I think kind of put Lance Nasseir in an awkward position that he just lost the back end and into the gravel.
Thank you, Sebastian.
No idea what happened there, but he does applaud him. Kurt Moss down the inside of his fellow Jamaican as Oswyne Wilson. First it was Kevin, then it was Oswyne. And then it's Santiago with the fastest lap. Fastest lap not meaning anything.
Still that.
A little bit of off-road action for Dylan Morant again. Kevin Ospina on the charge there. Martin Webster makes a move on Lance Nasseir. Lance Nasseir now into last. But it's Kevin Ospina now. Let's take a look at that battle chart there. Actually, let's bring it up for our main chat. Our main screen so you guys could see the battle and the name tags that are going on if you are new. So there they are, 5-10 separate the two. Looking back down the order, I see a lot of smoke there. It's all that lockup. Danny Nasseir does lose that position to Oswyne Wilson. Santiago just behind him now. You know he's a guy who will want to get ahead of Danny Nasseir as soon as possible. His pace has been quicker than him. Dylan Morant, even more mistakes. Puts it in. Puts it outside the track there. That is not what he needs at all. Pommels a little bit of damage onto the front. Tavar Clarke makes a move on Sebastian Palmer. Palmer in his debut race not having the best of times. As for the lead now, Kevin Ospina gets the move done on Railway Straight into Taylor's and takes the lead. But he has Isaac for company, the Swedish man coming back at him, but no, he cannot. And Kevin Ospina takes the lead. Santiago finally gets past Danny Nasseir. And Oswyne Wilson is going to want to be on the hunt for this one, as Rosenzweig is right behind him. Going back onto the order now. We have Dylan Morant now keeping his position from Kurt Moss. Palmer getting ahead of him. It's a Jamaican sandwich for him. Santiago in P4 now, trying to get away from Danny Nasseir, Kurt Moss, and Dylan Morant make a little bit of contact.
Sorry, Kurt, I locked up.
Locking up, could not get the power down, and Kurt Moss just right into the rear end of him. Oswyne Wilson now gets into P2 as there's an issue for Isaac. Isaac Nilsson, his debut race, he's going to have a couple drivers behind him now. Desperately fighting for position. That is Dylan Morant, not again. More issues for him. Oswyne Wilson now has to defend from Santiago as Kevin Ospina is now away scot-free. Two tenths now separate the two guys there. Get rid of that battle screen. There's Santiago, puts in the fastest lap. He's letting him know. He's letting Oswyne know. I'm coming for you. Sebastian Palmer in P10. Trying to get ahead of Dylan Morant. He's been making a lot of mistakes now. You can see Martin Webster in the background. He had some issues at the start of the race. Put him all the way down to last. Someone went wide down there. Yes, it is. Oswyne Wilson goes wide. He loses that position to Rosenzweig. And Danny Nasseir is going to be on the charge now. A lot of drivers making desperate attempts to try to defend, and as a result, having a bit of issues on track. I have not heard anyone complain about tires. Santiago now in P2. Kevin Ospina is 3.7 seconds ahead. Will he keep that lead for a career best? No, he just drifts it! Oh, man. A lot of drivers, again, costly mistakes. Wow. Santiago, those tires are gone. Let's see if we can pull it back together, though. Danny Nasseir, 2 seconds away from Oswyne Wilson, who was 2 seconds away from Santiago, who is 3 seconds away from Kevin Ospina. Kevin Ospina has 10 laps to go. Can he get this win in the bag? We see a little bit of contact there. Looks like Sebastian Palmer finally gets the move done. Martin Webster does come back as well. He has a good run on him. Kurt Moss makes a move. And looks like Isaac, yeah. Isaac having even more issues. As we have Dylan Moran now. Desperately trying to keep ahead into the points. Kurt and Moss absolutely having a ding-dong battle out here. Let's go on with Sebastian Palmer. Let's see what he can do. 8-10 separate the two. Let's watch his lines. This is his first race out here in CMRC. Makes a costly mistake, and Martin Webster's going to take that. But Santiago gets the power down way earlier, but not able to steer away from the bumper, the rear bumper of Martin Webster. Tavar Clarke makes a move. And Stephen Palmos, who's going to... Oh my god, look at that damage on that car there. A lot of windscreen damage. He cannot see where he's going. Kevin Ospina now still in the lead. As Rosenzweig is now a second and a half down. He sees him. Pulling him very quickly. Looking back down the order, if we can find another close battle. We have the battle for P9 still. That's Dylan Moran, Sebastian Palmer. I do apologize, Sebastian, if I do get your name wrong there. As there we have Sebastian and Steven. But Sebastian Palmer now. 9/10 separate the two, but 3/10 separate Martin Webster, who's desperately trying to get into the points. He's on the hunt for him now. It's going driver's eye. Actually, wait, there was contact there. Dylan Moran's even more mistakes. Loses out 2 positions in 1. Looks like he keeps going wide on the same corner. It looks like, yeah, Martin did run into the back of him. But now he has a better line. Better exit out. Can he make a move on Taylor's? He's alongside. Does he get the move done? Yes, he does. An amazing move from the X-Plate driver of Martin Webster. Puts himself into P9. Firmly into the points there. Can Palmer make a move onto the inside? No, he does not. He stays tucked in. Going back up the field. Now Rosenzweig. Now on the rear end of Kevin Ospina. Let's go. Driver's eye. Looks like they have a blue flag. I cannot tell who that is. Kurt Moss makes a move on Danny Nasseir. But this is the fight for the lead now. He looks left. He looks right. He's going to have to brake. Santiago takes it into the pits. Santiago disconnects. What has happened to the championship leader? And that promotes everyone 1 position. Drama here. It looked like he pulled over manually, so it's not an internet issue. No idea what happened to him. Kevin Oswyne now is scot-free. Oswyne Wilson has 4 seconds to catch up. And we have a little bit of battles here. Pommels now have a little bit of a battle. Look behind him, actually, as Sebastian Palmer is desperately trying to get ahead of his other fellow Jamaican. A little bit of lock up there. Dylan Moran not far behind, desperately trying to make some moves again. Martin Webster improving it to P7. Sebastian Palmer now takes it around the outside. Both of them are green cars. Oh, they make contact. But has Pommels got ahead? No. He loses out. It looks like he might lose out in another position as Dylan Morant now. He makes a mistake. No, he does not. He takes it a little bit too wide. But now down 2 positions. There goes Pommels. Dylan now. Oh no, a mistake! Have I created the commentator's curse on these guys every time I find them? Oh man. But it's Kevin Oswyne. You see Oswyne Wilson in the background. It's 4 seconds that separate the two. 5 laps to go. Kurt Moss now trying to get away as we see a little battle here. Tavar Clarke versus Isaac. Let's actually go into the rear wing cam again. Great shot. As we see Danny Nasseir in the background. Can he pick up the scraps if something were to happen between these two? Tavar Clarke now really close into the rear end. He's gonna get a move. He's on the rear end. Isaac puts it onto the inside there. And Isaac looks like he has defended his move, but Tavar Clarke, another over-under. They do make contact though, but Tavar Clarke, an amazing over-under once again. Tavar Clarke, that is probably his favorite corner. Wow, what a move. Has Oswyne Wilson closed up? No, he has not. Curtin Moss has not closed up, but Tavar Clarke making a great move. Another over-under in the same place. Taylor's proven to be Tavar Clarke's favorite corner. I'm surprised Clarke is not Clarke's favorite corner. Bad puns out the way. Sebastian Palmer goes drifting now. Losing the rear end there just a little bit, but he's now down to P8. Struggling now. He's just lost out big time. Pommels as well losing out. Dylan Morant having a nightmare of a race. This was not his day. Just throwing the car now, just completely frustrated. And it looks like he's about to get lapped by Kevin Oswyne. Oh man, hopefully we can see him bounce back. Issues for Isaac Nielsen. That's gonna give Danny Nasseir another position. Martin Webster hot on the charge now. Can he get P6? They both go off. Martin Webster now. Can he get the move done? I hear a car going off. That is Isaac going off once again. 2 laps to go for Kevin Oswyne. Has he got this in the bag? I'm not going to speak too soon. Looks like that is your order, though, as all the drivers are so spread out. Do we have a close battle between anyone? No, we do not. We see Oswyne Wilson in the background there. Let's see if we can see him on the rear wing. No, we do not. We kind of do. We can see a little pixel of him in the background. Dylan gives away to Kevin Oswyne there. He starts the final lap now of this race. We take a look at all the other drivers. A very, very eventful race with a lot of incidents.
That's right.
Martin Martin being let through. Coming back into P6, however. But we go back up to the front as Kevin Ospina. We hear you got kicked out because a real penalty was not activated. That is very odd because you were in the server. Driving like normal, so no idea. But Kevin Ospina, congratulations! Not only your best finish in CMRC, but you take your first win. He is elated. Congratulations. Oswyne Wilson is going to take P2 and celebrates by spinning out and wrecking his car. Curtin Moss is going to finish P3. Tavar Clarke is going to finish in P4. Danny Nasseir will take P5. Looks like P6. Sorry. Yeah, P6 will go to Dylan. Sorry, Martin Webster. No, Dylan Moran actually teleported to the pits. But that is your race winner. Hell of a race indeed. Oh, man. What an event that was. Drivers head into the pits now. We got to get a word with him. Congratulations, guys. What a great race. Another reverse grid that delivers more action. And Kevin, you are a race winner at CMRSC. How do you feel?
Damn. Oh, it feels like a long time coming. That's all I can say right now. It's so stressful.
Yep, you started out with a lot of races that ended up with short of fuel, but you finally get it right.
Yeah.
Watch your language and take us through that one.
I mean, dude, as you say, the reverse was the better of the two. The first race was a nightmare for me. Being caught in other people's mess in T1, and then I really, the most I could get away with was probably 4th or 5th, but after that I knew I had to be extra careful and make sure I can bring the car home in one piece at least. Both races I've had damage, so it was a lot of tire struggles, braking, everything was just a struggle, so I had to make sure I had to bring everything in one piece.
Lost you guys?
Yeah, I think they lost.
Is he still there?
Rahul,
Hello?
no.
Uh-oh.
The mic is beeping, but no sound coming.
Can you hear me now?
Nah, okay. Yeah.
All right, sweet. Yeah, take us through race 1.
Well, starting in 5th, I believe, or somewhere around there. Yeah, T1, like I said, just everything started happening, and I got caught up in the middle of it. I got spun around. I had to get back on the track. Everything else, and I had to just go through and try to get back as much as I could. But I ended up getting into it with Tavar a little bit, and we just had our little ding dong battle, and he managed to get past me. And after that, it was just bring the car home. It was relatively lonely after that. Not much to really speak on, really.
Right, yeah, but still, you know what? A win is a win in the second race, even if it is a reverse grid. How was the start of it?
Oh, the start of the second race was a lot better. I managed to get through. I ran my laps. I got past the. I don't really recall who it was that was in front. It was Isaac and someone else. I can't remember for the life of me, but I knew I had a chance to get past those two, and after that, yeah, I just kept my cool, tried not to push the car as much. But then Santiago got really close, kind of close to the end. But then, yeah, just he randomly disconnected, and after that, just all I had to do was just bring the car home. That was it.
Oh, for sure, man. Well, congratulations. That is big points on the board as well.
Yes, thank you.
I got mute your mic.
Now I want to move on to Santiago. I want to ask what had happened there.
Oh man, I hate it. I hate real penalties. It's not kind to me in any ways. When I make a cut, I get a screen free for 2 seconds. And today, real penalty decided it wasn't working on my on my screen. But when I get a cut, I get freeze, and then said, "Oh no, you are not using real penalty apparently."
That is very
Just
odd.
kicked me out of the race. I had this issue while practicing many times. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to happen on this race, but well, I don't know. I tried looking for an answer to my problem, but I'm stuck there. Though on the first race, I gladly won, so it's a shame Sander is not here. Someone who is used to race side to side with me. And well, I got all the points from the first race. I felt really fast through the first race. I was lucky to not get involved on the first lap in an accident, and luckily got away with it without cutting on the chicane or anything.
Right, for sure. But you are now in the lead of the championship now, comfortably. So, yeah. That's big congratulations to you. At least it's just one win in the bag, though. It would have been nice to have two to try to complete this championship as soon as possible for yourself. But you know what? A win is a win at the end of the day.
But at least this way, it makes the end of the championship more interesting because I have to battle. I hope I have to battle with Sander next week. So yeah, he's got a chance still.
Yep, for sure. Well, congratulations, and yeah, we'll see you out in Goldenport. Moving down the order now, Oswyne. Good result for you there. How was your set of races?
It was great. Kind of vexed myself for a few mistakes I made, causing me positions, especially in race 1 against losing out the kart. But it was an okay race. For the second race, I expected the carnage up front since, to be honest, since I heard Lance over the comms saying he couldn't stay to the left, I know something would have happened. So I predicted that and keep it clean and got past a lot of guys on the start.
How was race 1 for you?
Race 1, Martin kind of went elbows out at the start of the race, and I know you said that you have to be patient because person's gonna make mistakes, and I just waited to make mistake and just got past, and I settled for a second, but I made a mistake and Kurt got past me, so it is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. But still, a P3 and a P2 in both races. That is not too shabby at all. Yeah,
I can accept that.
So yeah, congratulations. And Kurtz, a P2 in the first race and a P3 in the second race. How was that one for you?
Well, the first race was pretty good, clean for the most part, I should say. Got behind Oswyne and Martin for a while until Martin made a mistake, and then Oswyne made a mistake. So that basically on this track, if somebody doesn't make a huge mistake, there's no getting around them. So it's all about patience. So that's what I did. And in the second one, I don't want to talk too much negative, but it was really bad at the start. I got hit in the back a couple of times between the first and second turn. I got spun, and I think basically I had made up like 2 spots just on the start. and got spun and lost all that position and started all the way from the back again. So getting third was it was a pretty good result in spite of the start. So it was all good.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but to bring it back into P3, that is really, really good for you.
Yeah, yeah. There was one part of the track I think I was gaining on everybody. That right hander going up the hill
Yeah.
before you get to the last turn. Like I made all my passes I think on that little straight there. So that was my strongest point basically. So I just made use of it. Try to get as close to the guys as possible approaching there, and made my move. So it's all good.
Well, good indeed. Yeah, well, congratulations. Still very good points in the board.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks, man. Good race, everybody.
Martin, that was a very nightmare race in race 2. So let's talk about race 1 instead. How was that one for you?
Race one wasn't too bad, but as always, I couldn't handle the pressure. I mean, I couldn't drive at the pace those guys were driving, so I was starting to overdrive, and that's when I started making mistake. And Kurt and Oswyne got by me, and that was it. And I just had to consolidate that position. Race two, however, I was on the clutch, put it into first gear, and it rolled backwards, and I got a drive through for that. And that was my race from there. But couple of good battles in the back, some bumping and grinding, and bumping with the new guy, but mainly because it wasn't his fault. It was most of the time my fault. But I eventually got by them, and that was it. I couldn't catch Tavar. I was trying to keep up with Tavar because he was the guy I just wanted to keep with, but he got by those guys quicker than I did. So, but all in all, it was a fun race.
Yeah, fun race indeed. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, Tavar.
You are very quick this weekend. Take us through those races.
Wait, is anyone hear me?
Yeah, you can. You're good.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, it was really frustrating because in race one, I had the chance to like make some position, and make some grounds, but then I got hit at the start. I don't know what happened. The guys hitting me left, right, center. And then I fell to the back of the pack. I tried to race my way up. I tried to make some board overtake and all those stuff. So it was really a good race. But trust me, it ain't that easy, especially on a track that I really had no idea about this track. I don't really. This is like my second time on it. The first time was just like one lap around. So I don't know really. I don't really know anything about this track. So it was really hard for me. In race two now, I don't know. I just felt guys hitting me again. So I fell to the back, but my car was like really damaged. So it was really hard to keep up with Kurt or like to hold him back. So I just try to hold my head down and just try to race the race, so I can get some points. So P5 and P4, I mean, not what I wanted, but nevertheless, it's some great points.
And we cannot we cannot forget about the 2 over-under moves you had done, both on the same corner in 2 races.
Yeah, it's just the right timing, and just know when to go and when to break and all those stuff. Like I was just watching them and seeing where they're breaking, and then I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So, as I said, it's the right timing. You just have to be on the right timing to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Both of those moves were, move of the race for sure. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
All right, I'll move back to race 2, P5. Danny Nasseir, how was your set of races?
What did I do in first race? 8th, I think, right?
Your first race was 8th.
Yeah. Race one, I guess it seemed like a long time ago. I don't really remember what happened in race one, but I guess just trying to hold your position, do stuff. My only one concern was getting a bit put off with a car a couple laps down coming out to the pit, and I kind of hesitated. Where was I going to go, and lost a few seconds to Tavar. He was going to get me anyhow, but at least I could have held him up for a few more laps and hope for the best. That was pretty much my race one. Race two, reverse grid, so had a good position, and just ran with it. The faster guys was going to run up on you and pass you anyhow. So I mean, you try your best to defend, but it didn't make any sense to fight too much because you were just going to slow yourself up as well as slowing up the car, the faster guy as well. So I went with it consolidated, like Martin said, and be able to put it in fifth is pretty okay. Small tracks like these, like Martin said again as well, too much bumping and grinding on it. I'm too old school, so that's not really my thing. But unfortunately, that's apparently that's the only way you can really pass people on this track here. So I mean, a few people, I mean, maybe one or two people went by me with a, some bumping that I wasn't too happy with. But it's the nature of the track, it's the nature of the car, so it comes with the territory. But all in all, putting a nice set of points on the table for a fifth and a eighth, I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I'm happy with that, and thanks for the competitive racing, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Congratulations. Kevin now. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about the first race there. At the very start, I was looking at the replay here. Were you by any chance in contact with Dylan at the very beginning? Kevin, are you there?
Probably have to kill the streak.
Oh, yeah, probably. All right. Well, Kevin, if you want to answer that, I'm just very curious about that. Looking back down on the order now, Pommels, if you're there, a P7 and a P9 for you. Do you have Pommels in the chat?
His microphone is.
Stephen Pommels, your microphone is muted.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Coming into this race, I was kind of reflecting on the fact that I didn't really get to start the first race, and well, I didn't get to finish the first race, and I didn't get to start the second race due to technical issues. So coming into this race, you would think I would come out guns blazing, having lost like half of the season running. But really and truly, I was kind of hoping for a boring race. But all of that kind of ended in qualifying, where all of a sudden I found myself on the second row of the grid, and I was looking around like, oh, guys, how do you make this happen? So I was like really nervous about being out up front with such a lack of experience like running with these guys. So I think I kind of struggled in finding my feet and like just getting into the groove and finding a rhythm. So as expected, I kind of made a lot of mistakes and kind of fell from there. But in race 2, I was a bit more hopeful because looking on my first race, I kind of got out in front and I kind of kept my lead, and all of the drama behind kept people away. I was kind of hoping for that, but it kind of ended in all of that hope kind of ended in the first corner. I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think I was trying to get around Lance because he was a bit slow off the line, and I think I could have gotten around him, but I think I was kind of sandwiched between him and I think the guy that I hit on it. Don't you remember who I hit? And yeah, as I said, just as the first race, I was kind of finding my feet. But yeah, I guess it's just par for the course, really.
At least you got points onto the board. I think that's what matters the most in these kind of races.
Yeah, that's really what I was hoping for, because I kind of finished where I was expecting to, at least on pace.
Well, yeah, for sure. Well, hopefully we can see you improve better for the final race.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Isaac, do you have a microphone?
Indeed, I do.
Awesome, man. Debut race out here. A little bit of bumping and grinding around here. How was those 2 races for you?
Well, it was tricky at first. A lot of spinning. I didn't have the right setup for the race. Cold tires and just bad luck.
Yeah, man. Was that race 1 you were saying?
Both races, I spun a lot.
Okay. Well, for a P7 in race 2, though, that's still really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And you were having a lot of good battles onto track. You and Tavar Clarke, especially, you guys had some really good battles. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? You win some, you lose some. It's your first race with these cars. It's your first race with these cars, so yeah, you don't got to worry about that. Maybe if you join us for next week, you'll definitely get used to them and you'll be putting up some better results. So yeah, congratulations on your P7.
Thank you.
All right. P8 for race 2. Sebastian, how was race 2 for you, as you had only competed in the second race?
I don't think he's in the jam.
Oh, he's not? All right. Okay, cool. No worries. Just going down. Dylan, a P10 for you.
Yeah.
How was that one?
Frustrating.
Yeah, the first race, that was a nightmare. And yeah, but yeah, a lot of mistakes onto the same corner. Was that having to do with any like last minute setup changes before the second race, or was it just dropping the throttle too early?
Just car felt horrible. Just felt like I was driving a boat. There's no, I had no really too much grip with the car. So I would make a turn and I would just be sliding every turn. So I just couldn't get it under control. Just overall, just poor races.
Day to forget indeed. But you know what? At least you got 1 point onto the board, and that is what counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Top 10 out of 10 drivers.
Yeah, for sure. And finally, Lance Nasseir, you put in a P9 into race 1 and a P11 in race 2. How was that for you?
It's pretty good race.
How was your first race?
First race was all right. I was running along fine and just hung in there. Let's put it that way. And we had faster guys than me. Second race, I started out good. I was like middle of the pack. I'm not a clutch guy, so coming off the line, yeah, I'm just in gear and getting up to speed. And I think it was Dylan that mentioned that I was a little bit slow and whatever, but I was doing pretty good in the second race, and you know I was like 4th, 5th, or whatever it is after the start, going up with all a milli in the first turn, and then Mr. Sebastian came up behind me and punted me off the track.
Oh,
all right. I will say no more about it. Okay. No, he came up behind me, didn't have any patience, ran in the back of me, pushed me out of the way, and bye-bye.
Yeah, all right, well...
It was a fun race.
You know what, yeah.
I enjoyed it, totally. Okay?
Fun race indeed, yeah, and we'll take a look at all that after. But yeah, you know what, still, points onto the board in the first race.
Yeah, you don't need to look at that, right? It's just an incident that happened, right?
Yeah.
I knew it was going to happen, but it's no problem. Just forget it.
All right, cool. Well, congratulations still on your points in the first race. All right, that is race number 3 done. One more race to go, and then we begin our second official championship. I'll end the stream off here. You guys can say your last goodbyes.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Yeah, see you guys in a week. Final round for TCR next week.
There you go. That is your drivers. Round 3 can be put into the history books. Thank you guys so much for watching. Coming out to the stream, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button as we are on the hunt for 100 subscribers. Make sure to like the stream, hit that notification bell, and if you are a racer yourself, what are you guys doing? Join up the Discord. We'll get you all hooked up and ready for any race that you can join us. My name is Rahul Nasseir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. We got one more round to go. We're going to China. We're going to Goldenport. We'll see you there. Stay safe. Have a good rest of your evening.
I turn off the lights. I got off the wires. When I close my eyes, disconnected and tired. Just fired. It's just fired. I was wrong, but I made it right. You came begging day and night. I don't wanna hit the bottom, don't go out of your state of mind. I've been counting 1 to 10. I'll be back when you begin. With my music together again. I see, yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. I see, yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. And I know you keep asking me. Flames and fire. I know you are done with me. It's just fired. I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. I see you go down. Yeah, I see you just fired.